there is a direct link between how you present an offer and how successful you're going to be when you're trying to sell it. And that can maybe sound a bit obvious, but in the B2B world, we tend to forget it. So today I want to talk about this part. I want to talk about how demand and positioning are linked together, and my learnings as I was doing this on my own as a solo consultant for B2B SaaS companies. Because I don't want to talk about myself, but I started doing growth marketing, everything linked to acquisition. I thought, oh, that's just, the tip of the iceberg. So if you switch, improve a few metrics, and that's how you get a bit more revenue, a bit more performance in your marketing acquisition and all of this ops world. I was bored. I was like, oh, I'm going to try to move the needle even more. I'm going to join a field that's called demand generation. Because not only when you try to sell something like a SaaS, a tech product, even a service, not only just getting lead is exhausting, but getting lead and converting them is double the effort. So it's more efficient to right away try to have people in your pipeline that actually want to work with you, buy your thing, and fast if possible and at the high price. So it's really about generating demand, and not just leads. And I started doing that, and I was also quite bored because every client was only looking for ads and ACA, LinkedIn ads, emails, and they were not actually looking at what demand generation actually is, driving demand. Everyone is describing this as a tactical point of view, as trying to describe all of the channels you use to create some qualified lead, kind of, instead of real demand. The difference demand is people come to you and they say, oh, I want to buy your thing now. And that's it. It's almost a client already. Whereas if it's a lead, you get people give their email maybe in exchange for an ebook, for a demo or something. And then you have to be pushy. You have to be the salesperson. The salespeople have to be pushy. They have to negotiate, try to convert them, convince, persuade them that they need your product, need to buy it right now. And that the product is better than the competitors, all the things you know in sales. And this is really the difference. Demand is pulling people towards you, and lead gen is really pushing toward them to try to convince them aggressively, kind of aggressively. So as I understood that, I was like, oh, as a solo consultant, I can't keep doing ads and be stuck with people that don't want demand, just want more leads. So I started doing more and more strategic things to move the needle even more, to have more impact with my clients. And I understood quite quickly it was actually from the product's marketing. So how the product is perceived, shown, how you actually change how people perceive the product as a product, but it can be a service, the offer, how people perceive the offer. And I realized that it was called positioning. Something that in the jargon we use is how you position the offer, and the messaging is how you convey the value behind it. You convey the perception you want to shape. But then again, in today's world, everyone's perceiving this as two different things. You say demand gen is a tactical ads lead gen thing, and positioning messaging is a strategic thing, and it's something you pay for when you really have doubts in your overall marketing and you want some external consultant to give you some opinion and maybe help you on some specific part, like the sales deck or the sales pitch, because it's something you can see a clear ROI for, because it's a sales pitch. If it's converting, you can see, okay, it's working. But actually, the positioning and the demand gen, when you say like this, is really obvious that they are linked together. If you position the product in a way that people actually want it, it sounds really simple. It's obviously gonna sell better. But in B2B, because like not only B2B, but a founder or a seller perspective, like when you're trying to sell something, from your perspective, you see from an external point of view that your target customers need something. Because you say, oh, I'm selling this product because I saw that my target customers need something for this problem they have. It's costing them money, and I know this is gonna solve it. So they need it, and they're gonna buy my product, of course, my offer. They're gonna buy it because it's obvious, like they need it. But that's your perspective as an external party. When you're in their shoes, actually, even if you have this problem or this urgency or this solution that could be a great fit, you don't want it. You don't act on it. There's nothing that pushes you toward buying it because that's an alignment thing. When you try to sell something, you should not target what people need, but actually what they want. And sometimes when you're in between, when a product that people need, like let's say a CRM, it's way harder to convince people, oh, you have to change everything, your entire stack to adopt to CRM right now. Our CRM is the best. It's exhausting. Like, how to convince them that you have to educate people of the need. You need a CRM because you have to keep track of all your clients and all your prospects and and the CRM is the answer. And you spend time educating people around this. In CRM is really a validated market. It's already proven, so there's a lot of competitors, a lot of different offers. It's quite actually easy to be in this space because it's already proven. But for most today's startups or SaaS or B2B companies in general, some services are not that obvious to understand. And in that case, instead of just keep pushing people that you need this, you should actually look at, okay, what do they want? And you have to align what they want and align your offer with what they want, even if it's just the first step. Like it's getting you one foot in the door. If you have a way for people to want something you sell, that'll be easier to create the relationship. And then you can expand with what they actually need because once they trust you and you can show them, help them prove that you're worth listening to, that'll be much easier. So when I see entrepreneurs that have a problem that's trying to generate leads or demand and is struggling, it's often an alignment problem between the market needs and the market desires. I say market customers. I don't know, yeah. Break, commercial break. I'm trying this format of me talking without any script or anything. He's teaching me how to talk on camera. I don't know. It felt like a chill talk. I think I'm gonna name it like this. A chill talk. I don't know. Not sure I'm gonna get any view anyway. It's just for me to practice. I hope you enjoy if you're watching. Thanks for watching. Where was I? So, yeah, it's about aligning with demand, and there are a lot of jargon, theoretical ways to say it. Like in my own jargon, I say red ocean and blue ocean and these kind of things. That's why it's another topic. But I said you should always start in some market that's validated, like a red ocean, and then instead of aiming to go in the blue ocean where there's nothing concrete, it's just noise, nothing proven there, just risks. It's easier to start in the red ocean where people actually buy similar solutions like yours. And then you find the segment, maybe be a target customer segment, maybe it's a product, a new product, something that shows within this validated market, there's a underserved segment that you could aim for, position exclusively on it, and have it as like a purple ocean is the a wave, something that really is the thing that will push you further naturally because that's how it goes. You don't change the market, you follow the market needs, the market in general. So aiming for a segment that's really not served well is way more powerful than just trying to, oh, I have an idea, I'm going to target people that would need my stuff. It's easier to just say, oh, some people are ready to pay for a product, I'm going to start selling. And then among these people, I'm going to check out, okay, there's some alignment between the product and people. And there's one alignment that's working really well. And I'm going to focus exclusively on this. It's going to go 10x. That's the easiest path. Back to the topic of positioning and demand. In my own consultancy, I've been working on demand gen and then slowly to positioning and messaging. And the more I work on both, and the more I realize they are really linked, and people should really consider them as one. So I don't know how I'm gonna package that. I'm gonna try to talk about this on socials, on LinkedIn, get a few calls. I've been talking with demand gen managers, VPs of demand gen, and founders, and trying to see who really get that. Only people in marketing have all of the jargony terms, so I have to find a way to package it more simply. The thing is about, like, the name I had was demand hook. Like, if you have a B2B offer, the way to sell it is not to have a nice package, to have something that's cheap, expensive, different audience. No, the thing you really need is to have a hook that catches demand, strong market demand, natural one. So you don't have to educate your market. You don't have to be pushy. You don't have to go in every direction. No, you just have this demand that's strong enough for you to hook. And once you have this hook, you can then expand and see where to go and which direction, what kind of product development, what kind of audience. It's all about having this first hook that's working. So demand hook, that's my name. I found it. I brainstormed a little bit, and I think I'm gonna use this one for my landing page. I'm gonna make a program out of this, like a workshop or something to help people quickly to figure out, because usually you have the knowledge in your team. You know already. You have paying customers, and you know there's some of them that paid for the product quickly, found value, and they had a specific use case, and usually that's the thing you're looking for. And there's a bit more of that. There's more component, like they had a concrete trigger, like an event that's pushing them to buy right now. There's something concrete that's pushing them. And you have other aspects, like the decision maker is close to the user. The champion has some internal powers. There's different components to consider. That's why I want to make a workshop first and see if I can help a few more people with that. I don't know if that's going to be B2B SaaS founders, maybe B2B agency founders, maybe demand gen managers. I don't know yet. Yeah, so back to the topic of this video. I think in B2B, we're looking for efficiencies. We were looking at marketing like any other function in the company, in a business. And to make it more efficient, we try to separate everything. Lead gen one part, brand this way, content, everything is segmented. But when you look at the strategy behind it, how marketing should be thought in order to work, is actually all in one. How you position your product, how you present it, who you're targeting, how you're going to generate demand. Everything is linked in one. And that's the role of the difficult job that is to be a CMO. But that's the thought I have in my mind right now, because I've been trying to sell a different bunch of offers on my own, because I'm building my own consultancy. It's really a test and learn approach. And the more I try different things, and the more I realize they're all useless if we have the single one alignment internally around this is the direction we should take in marketing. And that comes from having a product market fit. So demand, something, a market that pulls you, not you that's trying to push something onto people. And then compounding this kind of traction to then growth too. Have something that grows over time and not just stagnates into repetitive cycle of you sell something, people churn, you sell something, people churn. No, you want to sell something that's easy to sell quite quickly, like the demand hook thing, and then naturally expand because you're valuable and that comes from the market fit initially. Yeah, that was my thought. I don't know about this. Yeah, 14 minutes video, me talking. I don't know if that was interesting. That'll be episode 1. I'm not going to edit anything. I'm going to just put it raw like this on YouTube. That was fun to do. I'll do it more. And yeah, that's not beer, that's coffee. No way I said that. Actually, maybe if you know that kind of, that's Vietnamese coffee, because I'm not Vietnamese, but I have some family there, and I enjoy tasting, discovering so many different drinks. Like every day I try a new drink. I try the classical matcha coffees and mushroom, not mushroom, the kind of, the fake coffee thing. That's the trend right now. It's faking coffee with something that caffeine, that's made of mushroom. Yeah, whatever. If you have any drink to recommend, please do. I don't know why I said that. Have a good day and thanks for watching. And let me know what you thought. If you enjoyed, let me know. If you didn't, let me know. I'll be looking forward to the comments. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.